Hey guys, in this video I'm gonna actually explain to you how you can practice for speaking PTE, especially read aloud. So especially the focus of this video is to how you can improve the pronunciation, and I'm gonna explain to you actually things that I've done and things that I've started practicing with. So the first thing that I've started practicing with, when I was started practicing PTE, especially read aloud. So I used a Google voice searcher. So that's what I'm gonna show you here, and I also recommend that to you. You can use either a Google voice search engine or Siri if you've got iPhone, and then using them you can improve your pronunciation, because the way that Google search, voice search, and also Siri are designed, they are designed to understand native English speakers or native like English speakers. So if they can understand you, it's very likely that the AI which is used in PTE exam would also understand you, and you can get good score. So if the good thing is that you can use Google voice search or Siri, both of them for free, so you don't have pay any money, and you can just use these two AI just to practice with them and to improve your pronunciation. You don't need any partner to practice with, or any teacher at this point. Probably you can just sit down and practice by your own, just using your phone or using your computer, laptop. So yeah, I'm gonna show you one example how did I start practicing using Google search voice. So my mobile phone is an Android phone. If you've got iPhone, you can use Siri. Anyway, using I'm just gonna show you my mobile phone. So when you just open the Google on your Android phone, probably you've got you can see one camera here which is for photo search, and one microphone here which is for voice search. I'm asking you to use that voice search, that microphone, to just practice read aloud with. And if you are using Siri, you can just call Siri hey Siri, and start talking to that. Even with Google you can say hey Google, but it's not that sensitive. You probably better to use that microphone sign on Google search bar. Anyway, once you actually got into the Google and you start with pressing that microphone, you can start reading aloud. So it depends on your level. So if you are kind of fluent enough, and you can go with the text, you can just practice with that. If you think that you are you need more practice, and you are just so a beginner at the very beginning levels, you can probably practice pronouncing words instead of the whole sentence. If you are you think good enough, you are just need to improve your pronunciation a bit, probably you can read the whole paragraph. Otherwise you can practice just with the sentence, or you can practice just by pronouncing words, to see that one AI how they would understood you, they understand you the word that you are pronouncing, or they understand you you're pronouncing something and they are getting something else. So yeah, so I'm gonna just show you I've got one example here. By the way, if you're on your Android phone, you don't see, I'm not sure if all Android mobile phones have that microphone and have that Google's voice search app there. But if you don't have that, you can use, you know, your laptop. I'm pretty sure that like yeah, like updated Windows, at least, like they've got, when you go to Google, you can use that voice search, so you can just use your laptop and use that microphone from your laptop to practice with. So yeah, I'm gonna just I've got one example in front of me. I'm just gonna start reading that, and while I'm reading that, I'm pressing that microphone and see how I can, you know, record that. So yeah, at a time when stress levels are soaring, rates of depression are increasing, and the gap between rich and poor is ever widening. So it's been a sentence that I've just, you know, read from a sample from AP Uni. I may share that with you as well. But what I read and what I'm seeing here, like they are not all always the same. So you can see, I'm gonna share that the what Google has understood here as well with you. So you can see, you know, what words you are good you know, in pronouncing them, and what words you are, you know, having trouble with pronouncing them, and you may practice, put more effort, you know, and practice more with them and get more comfortable with them. Like for me myself, when I was using that Google voice search and practicing read aloud, I realized that, like, because my mother language is Persian or Farsi, and we don't have two constant letters together, like when we say grows, which meaning, you know, developing or growing something, like G and R, two constant sounds together. We don't have the same, you know, the such a thing in my mother language. So I realized that for words like gross, like clear, you know, like close, like those sort of stuff, that we don't have like that kind of, you know, producing sound in my mother language, because in my mother language, like, we've got one constant and one vowel, and, you know, one constant and one vowel usually, and we don't have two constant together. So I realized that for me, like, it was the challenging part, and I, you know, got to practice that, and after a while, yeah, I was getting better. I realized that it was one of the thing. Then I realized that, like, for if the word start with B, I need to, you know, kind of put more stress on B. It was another thing that, like, helped me, that yeah, I could improve, you know, my pronunciation. So for yourself, I think the best trainer could be yourself at this point. What I suggest to you is that just use one AI like Siri or Google Voice Search and practice with that. Read paragraph, read sentences, or read just words, and see how the one AI can understand you. If it cannot understand you, you may need to, you know, practice more. But if you see that, like, you are reading something and, like, it's hearing something else, like totally different, don't worry at this point. I mean, the real exam in PTE is not because when you are, like, using Google Voice Search or Siri, they are, you know, designed for general things, you know. But in PTE practice, the designing, you know, the designing of the AI is different, so you don't have to worry that much about that. But it's a very great tool to get good at pronunciation. So yeah, I suggest that to go with these two apps, either Siri or Google Voice Search, and practice with them as much as you can, and try to understand, because if you are not a native speaker, a native English speaker. Probably you've got, you know, some from your mother language, like your accent is different, like the way that you are producing sounds are different, you know. As I said, you may also have the same things in your mother language that you don't have two constant sounds together, like, you know, back to back. And then if you realize that on your own language, on your mother language, then you can realize how you can improve yourself. But in general, if you it's a general advice that if you saw that like you've got more problems that you thought, you know, like you're saying something and it's hearing something else, probably just go with word by word, and just I make you sure that you would get better like by practicing. So there's no, you know, a place to be worried about anything, or, you know, these things. So yeah, that was my advice for today. I'm gonna explain in other videos, hopefully soon, how you can again improve your pronunciation using other techniques, and also how you can, you know, improving your fluency, and like giving you some other advices and also some other, you know, suggestions, so you can improve your speaking for PTE tests. Hope that this video helped you. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you enjoy your practices.